We're live.
Hi, here we go. We're going to clarify and amplify.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi, good. Come in. Get to see. Perfect timing, Karina. Do you want to get something to drink?
Hi, Karina.
I'm so glad you're all here. Cathy and I have been talking about doing something together we've known each other for over 3 years. And so we've been talking about doing something together for a long time. Cathy she researches everything. She does courses. She does workshops. She's a producer, and I am someone has just been going on the fly with no research for 13 years, just testing things out, see what works. I'm a content creator, a documentarian. I've always loved to share the amazing people that I meet, and so that's where I got to where I am today. But I love this location. Liz is who manages this Unravel coffee place, and I'm always looking for new cool locations for us to get together. Seems like we like these Friday afternoons, although some of us had to rearrange our schedules. But so today we're going to be talking about clarifying your message and amplifying your message, and we really just want to stick to that. And the first thing I wanted to ask you, and before you came in here today, like, how were you feeling? Were you feeling nervous about coming into a room where there's a bunch of people that you have to talk to? Because I get that a lot, that people are like, they want to go, but then they sort of dread it, because then that's that first walking into the place that brings out your insecurities. And then with that, what do you do when you walk into a room? For some of you just got here, but we did have the ability for people to get their drinks and talk to each other. I always like to do that at the beginning of all of my events. So when you came in, did you talk to other people? Do you gravitate to the people that you already know? Is your goal to meet other people and then you just forget when you walk in the door? And as part of it, that you just don't know how to communicate with people. And so I want you to think about all of that, because that is part of the amplification of, first you need to really, like, you have something you're passionate about, but are you clear on your messaging? And then what we want to do is help you get clear so that when you do walk into a room like this, that you really know what you're talking about and what your what your messaging is. So we're gonna work on all of that. Cathy's got a good workshop for you today, and I'm gonna hand it over to Cathy.
We're gonna learn from the best, because she's the super connector. I always call her that. A lot of people I've met in Aspen, just through our friendship, that I do business with, I've met through you, and we're gonna learn some networking or building relationship tips from her. So you guys, I'm Cathy. I'm the founder of Brandmaker Media. I'm a TV producer. I'm a producer of events and videos, and also YouTube channels, and anything to help you extract your impact and then share your expertise with the world so you can make an impact. And I'm on a mission for that. So that's why I can show up today, because it's not about me, it's about you guys. This is gonna be very interactive. So let's get started. So today we're gonna learn to clarify, or talk about clarifying your message before you amplify it, get clear, and then build relationships. And the importance of that is, you saw in the title, it's a 60-second world. And what comes to mind when you think of that? People, like, everybody and their mother has a phone, and we're all amplifying messages out there, and everyone's flipping through. So how are you going to stand out? And this could be you personally or for your business. So one of the secrets to that is just to get really clear, concise, and then repeat your message. So the other part of that, though, is it's not just low attention spans, because how many people have watched a whole season on Netflix? And I spent like a whole day watching a whole season.
Yeah.
So
so
Outer Banks, by the way. So we do have an attention span, right? We can watch a show for 10 hours. So I was thinking about this. What it really comes down to, that is strategy. Because as a TV producer, if I was working on that show, I would spend 80% of my time on the last 5 minutes because you've got the attention now. You want to keep it going into the next episode. You know what I'm talking about, right? So it comes down to strategy also. So it's get clear, get concise, a repeatable message, and then add some strategy to that because everybody's picking up their phones and amplifying out there. So how are you going to, just makes me tear up, how are you going to stand out, really? So
I love the way you're tearing up.
It's my mission. Like, I feel like it's such
an
important thing.
Wants to help
well, that's one of the ways you stand out. It's very genuine. It's obviously not a sales pitch, right?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little mini workshop right now. And so this is really quick, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but it's really to get you thinking. So everybody grab a sheet of paper and a pen, and we're going to go through 4 questions. And in between each one, I'll explain a little bit, and you can get some feedback from you guys. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to add anything to that?
No.
Okay.
I can take these.
So, okay, so the first question, it's a trick question. And do all of y'all have a business, or do you work for a business that has a product, or everybody's kind of in the same boat with that? Okay. So write down what problem you solve. And what I want you to do is think of it. We're going to go a little deeper with it because think of it in like 3 to 5 words. So I thought I solved the problem. You know, people have been hiring me for years to help them promote their book or get a YouTube channel or start an event. So I thought I solved the problem of like going from unknown to known. But when I started thinking about it deeper and talking to people that want to hire me, what I'm really solving is the problem. People are scared, fearful to put themselves out there. They're stuck. So I have an idea. So how do you get from idea to action? And then from action to impact? Because you're not going to make an impact unless you take action and then get to impact. So getting stuck, being fearful, but also just not having the how-to do it. Maybe not the money to be able to hire someone to do it for you. So I want you to think about yourself. I'm going to give you 1 minute. And think about the problem you solve, but take it a step further because it will inform your messaging. So instead of me talking about you can go start a YouTube channel and I'll help you get views, now I'm addressing in my messaging, you're scared. You're scared to put yourself out there. So it changes the messaging. So think about it for yourself, and we'll give you a minute there to So think of what problem you solve and try to drill it down to 3 to 5 words and not like a long, super